looking for a place of our own. Also, we're going to have a card.
But from sharing time with my students, I would like to know if this is helping her learn to read. Joining me to help answer Ellen's question are Michelle Kimbrough, Sylvia Rath. Hi, thank you for being here today. Thank you. Also joining us is Professor of Early Childhood Education from Nova Southeastern University, Dr. Wilma Robles de Melendez. Hi, thanks for being here today. So I know the answer to this question, yes, it's helping her learn to read. Kinds of books. Sure. Actually, books are probably one of the best tools that we have when it comes to helping our children to become literate and to learn how to read. And we've had quite a variety of different books. But essentially, through books, children are actually learning what we call the building blocks of reading, where they learn, first of all, how to identify sounds, how to actually learn about print, and that print carries messages. And that's where we have quite a variety to choose from. We have, for example, the pop-up book that are a good way to create an interest in children. We also have books with different textures that children also like, because they're not only looking at the illustration, but they also get to sense and to understand the words that we use. And we have the cloth books that are wonderful because they can use them, they can chew and then because they can take them to their backpack. So we can actually create a lot of routines with them. We have books with different shapes that also help to help children learn about the different shapes. And we also have wonderful books that are wordless without any print, and which is very, very important. So indeed, there is quite a variety, and all of them are very, very helpful in helping them to learn how to read and write. And so you have two children. How early did you start reading to them?
I started reading to them when they were still in my belly, my womb. It's beneficial because now they like to hear me read to them at this age, 2 and 4. They go and pick out the books that they like to read, and I go ahead and read to them every night at bedtime, and then on weekends as well.
Joanne, what about you? How did you know your grandchildren were interested in reading?
Well, they always had a lot of books. My daughter has always purchased a lot of books for them, so I know that from the beginning they've always liked books. So we always read to them, and they have tons of books that they read. Not all of them will they read, but they do read.
Do they like the ones without words?
Well, at the I have different sections because I like a lot of the sounds and a lot of the animals and stuff. So yes, I'm very expressive with them. So they do like to always make the noises and the sounds with me. So that's how we learn.
And Joanne talked about different ranges of age. You deal with a number of children at different age ranges. How do you incorporate all of these? Do you do picture books? Because what are the age ranges for a child?
My school has 2.5 to 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a big range of, but picture books are really good for all those stages as well. We like reading environments in all areas of our program. So even for the outside time, we have a reading and writing house as well. We have a reading area where we'll put down a blanket and offer books around. So there's the reading time where the teacher will read to the children at the rug time, but then there are opportunities for reading all around in the general areas so the children can help themselves with books or have one-on-one reading time.
Reading and writing house. Tell us about that.
Well, that's a house that actually we visited in another school. Often you get by different other schools. And we realized that we really wanted to bring a little bit more of the academics outside during the outside time. And so we built moving, and so a lot of light flows into the house, and so this is a good opportunity to see what they're working with. We put out magazines and materials for writing, so different crayons, markers, scissors, and so they can cut out pictures in the magazine and make their own books. We also put out staplers and tape, and we find that children really go in there and get to work and use that area, not for imaginative play, not for playing house in that house, but actually use it in the way that we we laid out the tools. We also have a picture wire that goes across one of the walls, and so the children can go and hang up their books or signs or something.
That's great.
Their drawings, and they hang them up. And just the activity of hanging the pictures up on the picture wire exercises their small motor skills. Standing up, and they often organize their pictures in writing, as well as we have magnetic letters in that writing house and chalkboard.
Sounds like you guys are doing a lot of things right. Now, what literacy skills are children building in this book? Well, actually, there's quite a variety, and I would say that among the ones that are most important is what we call concept of print, which is learning how to use books and becoming familiar as well in terms of how to use the book. Actually read in terms of the directionality of the book. They also learn how to looking at the different images that we have in books. And reading illustration is one of the important pieces that we have during the very early years because we know how to for details. It also helps in terms of understanding the stories. But they're also learning a new vocabulary, which certainly contributes to building their language. And indeed, another piece that they certainly learn is that they become familiar with letters, which is what we call alphabetic principle. So in reality, all of their main four building blocks for reading, they're embedded whenever we're sitting down to read a book.